Have you ever struggled with school identification? Has your school security ever made you late to an appointment? In France, there are over 40,000 high schools, most of which use a system of identification in order to access the school premises. Now, all of these identifications have either been damaged, lost, or forgotten by students. Since their invention, QR codes have had many different uses, but never had the concept of school identity been created. With our application QRive, both security and efficiency of personal identification will be improved. QRive prevents security breaches in school systems by having a QR code which contains personal information. Once the code is scanned, administration is able to see whether you are entering or leaving the building.
When students reach high school, almost everyone has a smartphone. Our surveys have shown that 95% of high school students own a smartphone. The idea of a QR code for school identification was first realized when we discovered that most security and school identifications in Paris were inefficient in the sense that they were either lacking security or efficiency. Sometimes they were both.
Our surveys have shown that 83% of the high school students that have answered our survey have encountered problems like their identification system, such as losing it or waiting in line to access or leave their school. In French schools, not having your ID usually leads to many administrative problems, which could easily be countered if everything was on your phone.
As well as everyday hassles, the French schools have many security issues. Only 1 out of 3 schools in Paris use security cameras, and the best security systems in schools involve having a surveillance guard or a member of the school staff at the school entrances. This leads to major problems as they have to check every student for their IDs, which are entering and leaving, which takes a long time.
On the 3 private schools where students participated in our survey, the grade given to the security system was only a 3.5 out of 5.
7 out of 10 schools that we have interviewed said that they were agreeing on the fact that the identification system is ancient and would potentially be interested in renewing their system. QRive is a smartphone app which contains an everyday generated QR code for every student containing their personal info.
It would come with an administrator interface where he can see who has checked in and out, therefore knowing where students are. We have not found any sign whatsoever of competition directly linked to QR codes for identification.
QRive is an application that could potentially renovate the security system in schools to not only be much quicker and simpler for students and administration to use, but also to be fail-proof, keeping all danger outside school walls.
These QR scanners would be insulated on the doors, one for entering and one for leaving.
The connection with the administrator interface would cost around $1,500 per entry. Following the installation, the price per year would be of $1,000.
In the event of a school not being able to pay the entire year fee, there would be a system of advertisement directly linked to education, which could potentially bring the yearly price down.
QRive, bring security and effectiveness to your school.